please enjoy this second day of riding on my Portugal's northern coastline and Peneda-Geres National Park cycling tour. The day's journey would take me 98 kilometres further north up the Atlantic coast from Figueira da Foz to Torreira, which is located by the serene Aveiro Lagoon. If you wish to skip directly to the narrated section, go to the 1 minute 30 second mark. Also, if you're up to it, I'd very much appreciate it if you could do me the solid of liking and maybe even sharing this video. Thanks. After the way more than I should have done opening day ride of 150 kilometres, I wasn't sure how my body was going to react on this second day as I headed north from Figueira da Foz towards Aveiro. Fortunately, the terrain would be virtually flat once I'd negotiated the climb up and over Cabo Mondego. After a quick coffee and cerveja break in Quiaios, I hit the long isolated straight up to the Tocha turnoff, and to my surprise I actually felt really good. Basically, I could only recognise just a small amount of residual fatigue from the previous day's ride. For a moment brief, as if never was I here, the road home I found. The lonely road. I had my lunch break by the church in Tocha, which is located about 7 kilometres inland from the coast. I would then soon return back to enjoy views of the Atlantic Ocean at the holiday resort town of Praia da Mira. However, apart from a quick scan of the lagoon and beachfront area, I continued on my way as I quickly started to feel quite out of place amongst the large crowds of holiday makers. I guess that introvert in me still hasn't gone anywhere. It wasn't long before I reached the southern end of the Aveiro Lagoon, and I tracked along it up to the Ponte de Barra, which I had to cross to reach the ferry terminal at Forte de Barra. From there, it would be just a short boat ride over to São Jacinto. At this point, I'd still not quite decided on what the day's destination would be, but after reaching the camping ground in Torreira, which was super well managed and also very cheap, I think it was just €6 or €7 for me and my tent, I made the call that this would become my home for the night at the end of day 2. To unwind a little after another solid day of riding, I walked back down to the waterfront to buy some food from a local supermarket and then soak in the views of the lagoon as the light of the day gradually began to fade behind me.